Since the start of Destiny 2, pretty much up to the launch of Forsaken, the community has been voicing their opinions about having the skill gap narrowed and the game being shallow and made too easy. How there's no more hero moments anymore, and so on. Now that we had some time with Forsaken and the associated sandbox changes that it's brought, and some of us getting our hands on new exotics, we're seeing a new tone hitting the forums. That tone being that this item is overpowered. I'm gonna go ahead and piss quite a few people off here by saying, no, it's not. You just need to adapt. We actually have our hero moments back, and for the skill gap to be widened again. We wanted to be able to fully customize our builds and show off in the world both PvE and PvP. Now we can, and with great power comes great sacrifice. That sacrifice in this case being other players showing you just where you stand in this new age of the power struggle, as I'm going to call it. We got excited when Bungie announced the 9 new supers coming to the game, and we collectively lost our shits when they said some of them would break the game. And let's face it, they were right. Not only did they deliver on what they promised, but they outdid themselves. I know this because now the community is pushing back and saying, oh, this item is too good. And for that, I say, let it be. Because at this point, if Bungie listened to every complaint about every item that's OP in the game, they will have a repeat of D1, and Destiny as a whole will die. If somebody is wearing a one-eyed mask, you should have a healthy fear of them and adapt if you want to win this match. If you're behind in Gambit and you have your super, use that Well of Radiance with Lunafactions on in hopes of getting this clutch win. The Whisper is a boss-killing boomstick from hell given to you by a worm god after proving yourself in the pits within. Exotic items should be rare as shit. Why? Because they're powerful and they should be powerful. We can only equip one at a time, so their perks and buffs should be worth that spot and compete with each other. This is what makes us hunt them so much. There should never be a such thing as a lackluster exotic. That term in itself doesn't even make sense. I may be the only person saying this, but Destiny is becoming a game of rock, paper, scissors. And in the heat of battle, you need to identify where you fall in this power struggle and play your role. When the meta shifts, you have to adapt to it. And if you refuse the meta, like I tend to do, you have to find ways around it, because until it shifts again, you're at a disadvantage. It used to be that the Graviton Lance was the most hated gun in the game. The Vigilance Ring found its catalyst, the Graviton Lance found its rival. But before all of that, y'all remember the Mida? But even in the midst of all of this was the dreaded Colony and Warcliffe Coil. Now, we just hear about the Telesto needing a nerf, One-Eyed Mask being unfair, the Ursa being OP, and my nemesis, the Sleeper, was just broken before its patch. But this is how it should be. This is what we asked for, and we gotta work with it. In the case of the Sleeper, yes, I hate the damn gun. Yes, I'm glad its aim assist got fixed. No, I'm not calling for a nerf to it. It should retain its damage output, and it should be deadly in the right hands. A good shooter in Gambit with this gun wrecks my shit, but I don't rage as much anymore because, well, you gotta have your eyes open to use the damn thing now. Telesto is fine. It's not supposed to have damage fall off because it's a fusion type of grenade launcher. No matter how far away you are, the shots explode on you, not on the way to you. Ursa Furiosa is amazingly effective in the right conditions. If you know what you're doing against it, you can rob this Titan of that advantage. Personally, it makes no sense to ask for something in this game and then complain because someone is ruining your fun due to what's in the game. And I feel like that's what's going on here. I've spoken to a number of heavy PvP players, both comp and casual, on the subject of the recent cry for the Telesto nerf. Most all of them agree that it's due to this gun shutting down the shotgun game. But isn't that like what we've been asking for? The freedom and flexibility to better adapt to what's going on in this game. We wanted to have shotguns back. We wanted to have that open slots so that when someone's coming around with a quote unquote OP build, we would have an answer to it. Telesto is an answer to those guys running double shotguns. To turn around and say this gun needs a nerf so that way you could run shotguns more is asinine in the highest order. Just wrong. But either way, guys, those are my thoughts on the subject. Trying to make my videos a lot shorter so that way you can watch them or listen to them in a more, I guess, meaningful frame of time. Give me your thoughts. What do you think on the topic of discussion lately on these weapon and item nerfs that have been being called for so shortly after we asked for these items to be put into the game? And like, it baffles me personally. Like, I really don't understand it at all. Anyway, leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And, subscribe. I try to make these videos as often as I can. I've been trying to stream on Twitch a bit more often too. My schedule's been a lot wonky lately. Like I said, I'm still going through some stuff, but it's starting to, of course, come up. So I'm making more and more videos. And until I make another one or I go live again, you guys take it easy. Later.